Okey, hari ini kami akan masak ikan bawal sambal cuka. Kalau tak ada ikan bawal, ikan lain seperti ikan nyuk-nyuk. Ikan tu pun sedap. Okey, atau apa-apa ikan yang tebal sikit. Dia punya daging boleh tahan, tak hancur sangat, tak lembut sangat, dia keras sikit macam ikan bawal ya. Sekarang saya sudah perap satu ekor ikan bawal dengan garam, kunyit dan sedikit tepung jagung ya. Saya perap. Lepas tu di sini saya ada 3 biji buah keras, okey, 2 bawang putih dan 6 ulas bawang kecil ya. Semua ni akan di blend dengan sedikit air. Okey, yang diperlukan juga adalah minyak untuk menggoreng. Minyak yang kita gunakan untuk goreng ikan tu, kita akan juga gunakan dalam masakan. Agak banyak juga minyak. Minyak goreng tu kita boleh pakai terus ya. Lepas tu kita kena ada cili giling. Saya ni giling sendiri ya di rumah. So tak ada bahan pengawet ke apa-apa. Saya akan pakai 3 teaspoon ya. Okay, today we are going to cook black pomfret with vinegar. Sambal, a sambal style, Malay style. This is an old-fashioned recipe, and it was very common in the olden days. But right now, I don't know. Maybe there are families doing this at home still, but I have not seen it in the shops and all that. So what we need is 1 bawal, 1 black pomfret. I've cut it up and marinated it with a bit of corn flour, salt, and turmeric. Okay, we will need oil, quite a bit of oil, because the oil will form part of the sambal later. And then we'll need quite a bit of vinegar, turmeric that has already gone into the fish. And then salt, sugar, and I'm using for my family about 3 teaspoons of blended chili. I blended this at home by boiling dried chilies and blending it once it's cool. And then I have 2 tomatoes cut very thickly. This is what makes the sambal nice. Di sini ada 2 biji tomato dipotong tebal-tebal. Ini perlu. Lagi 2 biji bawang merah potong tebal-tebal. Ini pun mesti ada. Dan cili merah belah 2, satu biji cili merah, 1 biji cili hijau. Kalau suka makan cili yang macam jeruk tu, boleh tambah macam mana kamu suka ya. Air ya, a bit of water is needed. And sugar. Now what I'm going to do is I'm about to blend 2 pips of garlic, 5 small onions, and the edges of the large onions that I'm not using also went in here, and I'm about to blend it now. Okay, this is the blended garlic, shallots, and the candle nut. Ini adalah barang-barang blend tadi, buah keras, bawang putih, dan bawang kecil merah ya. I've switched on my stove. And I'm going to put oil. You will need to put quite a bit of oil, not just to fry. This will form part of the sambal, so I'm going a bit easy first. Okay, we are going to start frying the fish, and I'm using about this much of oil because after using the oil, the same oil will be used to make the sambal, and the sambal requires a lot of oil. Okay, so I'm going to start frying now. Kita menggunakan minyak agak banyak juga, tapi jangan takut sebab lepas menggoreng minyak yang sama akan digunakan untuk sambal dia ya. Dan kita memang memerlukan banyak minyak untuk sambal cuka ni. Saya masukkan tadi. So, we are going to remove the fish from the trolley. Akan mengeluarkan ikan daripada kuali. Kemudian terus masukkan cili merah dan cili hijau. Goreng sebentar saja supaya dia masak dan cantik kemudian. Then add the red and green chili, so that it looks pretty when in the dish later. Be careful. Ya, meletup-letup gitu ya. Okey, sekarang kita akan memasukkan bawang putih, buah keras dan bawang merah kecil ya, yang di blend. Kita goreng sampai dia masak, kemudian masukkan cili kisar. Saya punya cili blend ni memang pekat sikit, lebih pedas. Saya tak blend dia berapa cair ya. Okay. Saya ada in the ground candle nut and ground shallots and garlic. Tujuan buah keras tahulah untuk mekatkan sambalnya. Sambal ni memang berair sikit, so kita perlu sedikit buah keras untuk memekatkannya. The purpose of the candle nut is to thicken the sambal. This sambal is meant to be a little runny, and it's almost like a pickled fish dish. So you have to cook this part properly. And here I have thick blended chili. I boiled the chili kering, the dried chilies, and blended them, and it's a bit thick. It's not the watery type, so I'm using about 3 teaspoon will do. Okay, saya dah masukkan 3 sudu kecil chili blend pekat. Sudah mencukupi ya, sebab kita makan pedas tapi ada cili kering dan cili merah dalam tu, so tak perlu cili banyak-banyak. Macam ni sudah. Akan masukkan juga masa ni sedikit gula, jangan masukkan semua, nanti kita boleh adjust ya. Dan pada tahap ini kita masukkan cuka agak banyak ya, saya akan katakan dekat-dekat 3/4 cawan sebab dia sambal cuka. Dia masak, masukkan sedikit garam. I put about 3/4 of a cup of vinegar. This is a vinegar sambal, so the vinegar is quite a bit, and you need that actually. And a bit of sugar. I didn't use all yet. Let us taste along the way. And now at this stage, you put in the tomatoes. This is actually the base of this dish. This is what makes it unique. Lots of tomatoes, thickly sliced, but do not overcook it. Remember, the fish is well fried, so the sambal has to be ready. I'm going to add, this is how much water there is. I might add first this much. Depending, I think I'll add the whole thing. Okay. Tadi saya dah masukkan tomato, garam dan gula. Gula separuh saja ya. Kita rasa dulu. Untuk family saya, 1 ekor ikan bawal cukuplah 1 bowl yang macam tadi tu. Lepas tu kita rasa-rasa ya. Sudah. Okay, tahap ni saya akan lopong-lopongkan bawang besar ni dan masukkan bawang ni sebab ada cuka, cantik warna dia. Jangan terlalu masak. Suami saya suka, anak-anak saya suka, saya pun suka bawang ni. I've added in the onion rings. You're supposed to cook it. This is the tricky part of this dish. The tomato needs cooking because it will give a nice thickness and taste to this dish, but don't overcook it until it breaks off. Keep tasting it in between. At this point, like I said, this is not a thick sambal. This is a watery sambal, and if you don't overcook it, the onion will get cooked and it will be almost like pickled. It will be still pinkish purple. Okay, I won't add more salt at this stage because the fish has got its own salt. I'm going to add in the onions, the red chili, and please don't throw away these red chilies. Please eat it because it's almost like a pickled red chilies and it's really nice. Okay, saya masukkan ikan. Jangan tambah garam dulu sebab ikan pun dah ada garam dia. Saya dah masukkan cili. Ada tujuan kenapa cili merah, cili hijau ni semua dimasukkan. Bukan hanya untuk kecantikan, tapi dia sedap. Bila dimakan. Ini family saya punya favorite. Right, I'm tasting it now. This fish is really almost like a pickled fish. If you keep it, it tastes even better the next day. Depends on how much of gravy. It's meant to be watery, but you can always judge for your own family. how you like it. Saya akan mula mengeluarkan ikan ini, tapi untuk family masing-masing adjust lah dekatnya. Cili tu untuk dimakan ya, jangan buat kuah ni. Kamu nak berapa pekat, buatlah ikut family kamu sendiri ya. Macam saya, family saya suka cair tapi tak terlalu cair. Ini bukan sambal biasa-biasa ya, ini sambal cuka. So dia memang lain daripada yang lain. Minyak tadi saya gunakan balik sebab resepi ini memang perlukan minyak yang banyak sikit. Sambal ni lagi sedap kalau makan keesokan harinya. Kalau tak ada cili giling, boleh gunakan dalam 8 cili merah dan blend. Kalau ada yang tak suka cili giling, boleh pakai cili blend. This is how it would look after you're finished. You can keep it for the next day. It would taste even nicer because of the vinegar. If you want to make it thicker, it's up to you. Nampak tak kecairan sambal ni? Dia macam berair sikit. Boleh memekatkannya ikut suka hati family sendirilah. Selamat mencoba.